Hello everyone and Happy New Year's. Today I want to touch on three different topics. First, I'm going to talk about just how the market performed in December, this past December. And then I'm going to look at how all of 2024 looked. And then finally I will finish off and give you an idea of what I expect to happen in 2025. So first, let's dive into December. After year over year sales increases in October of 65% and in November of 50%, momentum really did slow down in December. Sales volume were down 20% in December of 2024 compared to December of 2023. Now, it was expected that sales would slow down in December, as December and January are generally the slowest months throughout the entire year. Still, with only 117 sales this past December, it was exceptionally slow, and those 117 sales marked the third lowest sales volume for any month going back nearly 35 years. The average price also declined in December, but that is not reason for alarm. Over the past 12 months throughout all of 2024, on a month-over-month basis, average price increased 7 times and decreased 5 times. So if we look at this, throughout all of 2024, it sort of just bumped up and down throughout the year, and I wouldn't really consider that a reliable indicator of market health. So let's look at all of 2024. And at this point, we all know that as interest rates had their rapid increase starting in Q2 of 2022, that really shocked the market. In the second half of 2021 and the first half of 2022, there was an average of 290 sales per month. Once rates began their climb in June of 2022, sales really fell off a cliff. And the second half of 2022 averaged only 180 monthly sales. That slowdown continued through 2023 and 2024, but each year there was a little bit of improvement compared to the second half of 2022. In 2023, there was an average of 215 sales per month, whereas 2024 experienced a 10% increase in sales and averaged about 237 sales per month. Now, the average price also fell with the onset of those interest rate increases in 2022. In the first half of 2022, the average sale price was $1,750,000. But by the end of 2022, it had decreased by 8% down to $1,605,000. And by the end of 2023, it had fallen a further 3% to $1,555,000. But like sales volume, there was a modest rebound in 2024 as the average sale price across the entire year increased by 2% to $1,586,000. Now, it is very important to note that while the resale market for freehold homes in West Toronto did have improvements in 2024 when compared to 2023 and the second half of 2022, those periods were historically bad. So they, again, not the best barometers for market health. If we look at the 5 years preceding those interest rate hikes in June 2022, over that 5-year period, there was an average of 291 sales per month compared to the 237 that we saw throughout 2024. So although 2024 was a relatively slow year compared to pre-interest rate times, the market still seems to be trending in the right direction. Now, as sales volume and average price increased through 2024, so too did new listings and active listings. New listings were up about 13%, and active listings were up about 24% on a year-over-year basis, contributing to an average months of inventory of 2.2. So, 2024, again, it was better than 2023, and it felt like the market was gaining some momentum and moving in the right direction. And it was actually a very kind of a nice market to work in. It felt like it did sort of 7 or 8 years ago before things really took off, where buyers had the opportunity to take their time and go see properties. The average home in West Toronto was still selling in a week or 2 weeks, but you weren't seeing preemptive offers happening on day 1 or day 2. So the market did breathe a little bit. Buyers had an opportunity to do a little more due diligence and take their time to make sure they were buying the right home. At the same time, sellers had some good assurance that if their property was marketed properly and priced properly, and in a good area, it was likely going to sell quite quickly, again, within 1 or 2 weeks. So it was a nice market to work in. And finally, I want to finish this video off with what I expect to happen in 2025. And to be honest, I kind of just think the momentum that we have right now that carried through 2024 will continue in 2025. I don't expect that prices are going to skyrocket and we'll see homes go up 10% by the end of 2025. But I do think when I release a video in January of 2026 or in late 2025, I would expect that average sales price will increase. If I had to take a guess, I'm going to guess the average sale price will increase between 3 and 5 or 6% across the course of 2025. And I would expect sales volume to start picking up again, right? Like in 2024, again, we averaged about 237 sales per month versus about 290 sales per month, which happened pre-interest rates. I think that we'll get back, maybe not again to averaging 290 sales per month, but I do think that, on a yearly basis, we'll average more than that 237. So maybe we'll end up in that 250, 260 sales per month. Active listings and new listings will probably also increase. That gives buyers a little bit more opportunity to look around. And generally speaking, I feel like the market will trend up. It'll move in that direction, but it's not going to go crazy. And I think it'll be a nice market to work in, both for buyers and sellers. So that's my video for today. If you have any questions about your specific neighborhood or your specific home, of course, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And until my next video, have a great week. We will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.